Mason party ya kwa chikakra.
Good.
Entino medidi eseminya adofone so misisi. Nemre no dru na ebie kwan na. Why not? My constituency for him aduma sebi so on free. My polling station chairman. My electoral research officer 4 years. Organizer before Amaliba regional deputy organizer.
Wow.
And then I'm into me.
Your constituency know them.
In fact, party no minimum.
Mo.
And maybe we do a senior baby young penny for a party na bakwasem. Edi achire mofra. By na up and coming you tell by one new year Rakoju Ban Radio Records. One new year Rakoju Records. One new year Adubu Records. Akane a year Akufo Koeno. Today in the history of NPP, yen kai cry say aka bi na one Ira Rollins ye Jumama Rollins born asum nam suma ni free party number ye Great Alliance. Now do you remember Great Alliance?
Yeah, I remember.
Auntie yes so no here but 2 years no. We are going to be historians here can be actually mofra.
I see.
But me when all said and done, dear me then my friend say no man no go so America party leadership by no. Ira Justin Kudia and there what rise here drew baby our day. What drew no hard work, dedication, and love for the party, love for the people. And the whole rewarder or the enyan. And some time is coming to be maintained.
Good.
Sanity. So that is here. And you know
they are not Mukagu former executives ni super and say party office ni si but almost run party no from their own private offices.
I don't want to talk about it because maybe the clear and obvious say I declare my stance. Say I'm for Kudia.
Mo. And
if anything at all, Kudia me whom from so be one who say your son is so made general secretary of the party. Now I am from Swan, I want to mean your Juman. Now be moon now, and now I call IPAC meeting. I see don't get your bullying. IPAC meeting, I didn't know. You could charge me. I didn't try electoral commission up and off
98.9.
Yeah.
And I'm a boy.
Good.
You know, you're Obi a wadi lawyer. Me kind already is a lawyer, and the whole lawyer. I was a lawyer, no, when him elect from right in 20 million leader political party. Now we a businessman, who know with me, and now we a accountant, who know with me. I don't demean anybody. Obi a unyansane again. So that I keep telling myself and encourage myself, say there's one thing that nobody can beat me to. Obi antimi esi mi wo ana onsa me ho was I don't know. O nyansa. Mi nyansa nyankopon de ma me ne de. Obu a wontimi fa sikanto. And I keep telling people and encourage the youth to say, "Ade ba ko pe amunsun frɛ ne say, nyankopon bedum mu nyansa ye de dum Solomon ni bi." Because let's also not forget say wo bakwasia badimi for.
Wo tie epa ho ada.
Sa badimi for na bakwasia onyina obey penny obey friends saying.
Penny kwasia.
That's it. Mentia happy FM for.
Good.
My first time I'm there refugee so ni. In fact, my building from the main street entry, everything is on point.
Thank you.
Me now pictures no so abobo anim ho no.
Yeah.
It's on point.
Yeah.
Guy
oh, thank you. But still on a year mo party no because people are of the opinion say Kodua e rain no asonhia beba mu pa e be fi ono ani home region. And obviously recent events across what the Ashanti region no Utum say Janity Payepa or Kaye or Menti no me drew so walk no. And we saw a new flyer almost 28 August on a similar one wa Abu Zungu. Normally a Korea Abu post office and no ya ba me adie and they are masan hunu ba could be almost say new fruit you upon your piano walk. And we nimni pa mudini dimbe bata ho dear but obisu dia walk and no say no so bebaso e wa Ashanti region. Other than Ashanti region pesa muma muamu own our general secretary, the chief executive of the party. Saiti Payano.
Minya me that say. The TNS Asante region. Abribia na NDC for Kasembi.
What ye epa ho da ben wo happy 98.9.
Say a accounts party.
Yeah.
But ya no musu refuse almost you can almost say a Northern party. Because you know I was him for Northern region for. You two abado do na e clear to do one in the mind this for. Likewise voter region.
Yeah.
And ameba.
Mo
sana sante so no dodo ne to a ye to de ma NPP ba sante podie yetimi echire ye bobre say a cross section a certain percentage timi chire say ye NDC no but through that of the north any voter there typically yetimi to abahwe wani to 0 anameboa ensi ye and maybe one mama and above all 98.9 above all and no medru ho me de be ko ho ye be ba ho is part of your topic sir ye be treating nti men kan no idru ha meka ho asem so asante no ye doso dom ni nyina menu Amaliba tie na no meni ni sha ni edi nkomo ye fie nkomo na obe ka ba bia na enfa na no wa be ka di sha o frame no just or somewhere.
Yeah, make me do
apart from say your politics no. No nche say me ho kire me ama omo
Ah, why not?
I just say.
No.
I need di fie nkomo.
Nti
me realize it say oye asantini. Ninchi no ye wo na asante. Nti wo ka kire me say oye me mababa ye Ukraine main free crime because I had my better.
Yeah, what's in crimes?
The same things na makako denti or you settler me
settler good.
So what you say. Enti no asante no dom ni nyina bi wo ho. So what you say. And the dom no ho ne enso nya party no. Ye to aba, ye to dodo e de ma party no. Enti abri bia se bi be peja. Enye mwanwa se be free asante. Nemom ye ma ye ratipaye die ebe ye tipaye ne se empanyimfo bia titi senke bi tisame na obehwe na I'm leading a particular group for a particular agenda eno ne niema me bompaye se ye empanyimfo no ebetimi restrain themselves free sa niema no at this stage here remu yi no Mejidi is a BSc pen. You shape online say you cannot lead any candidate.
Yeah.
So be campaign be there mano. O be pe to me na fa o abusia. O wa yire o ba. Ana wo ni yire wo ba. Abusia wo free mu no. Wo nipa wom. Ana meboa. Ala timi fa sa abusiafo ni bi ni wanim. Na nkoka wasem. Na tinchina agi se wo hia an executive member bia or what party no na ordinary akoka wasem.
Hiding
behind certain group of persons. Now no you record that some kind no. Me dey here pa. Send obi bisa journalists be bisa very tricky and sensible, reasonable questions. Say, oh yeah, me to about ma no. Ye nyina na campaign support ma openly. But today there is a new dawn. There too many way here no. Also making sure say mra ye di adwuma emba moving forward from here. Sa errors no endi animu fanko awieye no also he no yi free ho and if today was see ma executive bia nkonkodi candidate bia chi na yeye asobrache dia de ye hwehwe ne nsabeka na mom si ye nya asobrache ne etie ye wrade ye all kan so as a leader of the party today now I believe say your destination so I pese you do no don ye beduru ho and to onoma eshisha sa such groups no achire no any problem no oh they are the problem but not the people na kakra me kafa yeralan koje chematin work no ni say I me chade no from a very far distance and na me hwehwem wa pese me hu empanyimfo pa bia etai sa
walk on echi
jumadi na chi but
don't we're happy 98.9
say obi that's coach na doya of Asante
ope indigenous Akansa
yes
okay
hope na doya of Asante
honorable Duadenin
I would say yes Ofri Obuase I supposed what is his locus as an executive member or your ordinary citizen.
Okay, so okay, none of the executives were.
I was expecting
an executive member
being in any office, an MP, party officer, or kind of
appointee be
any appointment,
an executive member.
So be I don't know. Very well. It means say you are some now no. People are paying heed to
Okay.
What I say? Now, me sign your investigation because I was until over about 1 month ago. Then we realize here and they say, fan club members, they say, Yera Akufo-Addo ba. Emra no pray in 2008. No, I was a member of NAFOP. I was no, it was one touch before. Yera Hallelujah. Boris B, Nana Pong, Mary Jodu, and then some painful and say and Kayo. So what I say. Then another group called Pillar 1, Pillar 2, Pillar 3. Then graduated to NAFOP. So what I say, ordinary members at the time, I mean, party position. What I say, ordinary members are near to a voice you say, Yababoy Rani Chidom. And yet, clubs within taxi drivers, and you do Kumasia, Nico, Sadiq. Yura makutu for ebedi gange so den I did problems kakra bi beba na ade ni nyina no yeah. So what I say and the individuals be na e ka omu bo mu say omo yes I work no. What I say and all of the sudden yenua hosting adoye me brother EBP nwa I believe say on also one way or the other no I can access say what is his locus. What position?
Only position.
And he don't also feel say ordinary. So what I say, I'm not looking at the position or whatever. Comment now or pass it, you know. It's what I think. Say it shouldn't have come from any other person's, no matter who you are.
I'll say Alan say on patch into a patch.
So what I say, above all, no. So Alan Obabeli di Ghana. Say to Abamana. I'm not saying that Alan Babe president. But say to Mano, not obey flag bearer, not subsequently obey president. Obey flag bearer or a flag bearer of the new patriotic across the whole Ghana.
True.
And obey president or a president of the Republic of Ghana. Anamebwa. So the identity, and you know, such divisive speeches and I say. You know, Mayfi say a time has come. I was here money day. If you and today, I'm glad and happy. Say youth of today or up and coming youth now urban. They are not interested in those things.
May
I believe say so. Be I am from Swa. Also called from nigga. What I say, but as to how far and you bet me so ako individual be a fear or catch and say Mosemo call work munya work no. Is it not difficult?
Yeah.
I mean, see I'm no say training nyansa na say kote aboafo. Yeah. Be aboa mo say omo ebeko work. Meti hey me no ti hey. How would you know? And they are there now or work for Asmesia. And no, then I'll be you. What I say, but what we should be guided on, no, and somewhere, may I believe so, Nadoye should have taken opportunity to talk about the Nyama Yera Alan since Yera for time, no, why ye, no, Nintini, some fan Kotoa Bavanya day, Emano, than to go that tangent now.
Okay. But you believe, sir, for now, dear,
you know, be hopeful because Ghana for. Still our radio and will be an amity. Ghana phobia Eddie Yaudi Casanin no because they have hopes in the NPP.
Yeah.
Obin can't just say do who ya pada. They don't know do who ya. The hopes in you no and call ye.
What happy?
They need a soul and call ye. And he or she is expecting say over to 2 near my year the other day. And the man who atono. And the Ghana for horse or more MPP muno and call ye all that they are looking for. They say MPP you bet me across it sad difficult times here day. Ye remuno near ye nyoma ye. MPP buy no. Excuse me, I'm not in any office. Samika may be yankai me. Chief of staff, no chief of staff. And your opposition. Near Shaira could every year. I ultimate friend me and Junior Bonkomo. But no meaning is my friend Paul Obehuni.
And politicians be brave.
Good. I'm glad you the right word I was using. And you'll be honest. Now mum tie me. The here pa ne say to me na and a Ghana for enya we mu de maye. The new said na no na to me be na na wo ho. I don't know man twas out to me no so.
Matia.
Nobody said to me no maye.
Matia.
On the maye no so no. Ye hu say ya bi. And I make say ye ba me call office me nya hwe. But me nya NPP so fa so.
All right.
Nya hwe kra no. Ye ru Akufo-Addo. Don't me no me asante. Let's be honest to ourselves. Tafu isha so akwan that say. Ye nya tafu isha so na ye krum finfin. That say tafu ji animu ho. Patient yare na dey call hospital. On fa na ntana moto so a. This obo na bomo. Ya kan krenche ye ho. A free crow from traffic light. Uta traffic light na da kanyina montimonka. Ibedane manhole. But today we ba Kumasi at saying ebe chamwa be resi ye. Ese be be anu anu kramofo siesie yankofo ye kama ye asphalted. We dey bomb zongo asphalted. We dey bomb dichamso KVIP hoy asphalted. We dey rumba fire nya so asphalted. Tafu sha so nyina free sha so kofa mojuzongo ada urama kofa HFM no urama be si Okrom estate Kodua Junction asphalted.
Martin.
So I say, and at least the call from Asante no, you may believe say you are Adodan Akufo-Addo abai. Why you be? But we demand more because Mekwabri East, and yet
Mekwabri East, and yet
then development.
And then the money
we call it municipal.
Yeah.
But I swear. It is better than
all right,
because very important. Because calls no. I'm saying this to from paying for and to say migration. Ekachi up Kumasi no. People have migrated a lot from Kumasi to Kwabri East. Though you know.
Yeah.
Obia Otu free Mensia North, Mensia South, Subi, Bantama, ahoju share so episode to ko no see the fear no not ensaseni nyina migrate Kwabri is beyond Tafo Pankrono enti obi a o to free this area no ordinary kire Kwabri East agro to Asonomason Kwanta now from Asonomason Kwanta to Agona 2 is far developing Koyo projects are good beyond Asonomason Kwanta and Agona.
Into the crack running saying.
And the can say,
Matia,
Yura, Mr. Yura, road minister.
Okay.
Yes, Seni Baby. Until a new Kwabri.
Matia.
It is the second largest constituency. Etuaba huge.
Edema NPP.
Edema NPP.
Yatia. May I say, a new Agyenim Boateng no, or say a brand new draw. Watch out for him. Kwabri's constituency hall. Also, because didn't who J parliamentary primaries in him because it drew a brand new draw. Also, didn't who Jim. But Amaliba get into the conversation proper on the utility hikes. Gabi tweet or the bar and then or say, I am encouraged by the reaction of the Ghanaian people to the 27% increase in electricity tariffs. It shows when you do well, they appreciate. Like efforts by this government to keep the lights on and tariffs low, in spite of the major challenges, and will pay a little more to avoid doom. So, the person changing and say, so me and Kanye ni yenensu so ba. Ntumu bi ade baby an amanfo de ahokenhia. Nti san tumi e ba ye no. On shadante say amanfo osu. Amanfo nwinwi wo ho. So he's been encouraged by the reaction of the Ghanaian people to the increase in tariffs aba, and it shows when you do well, they appreciate. Are you not appreciative of the government's efforts?
They don't. Diba come person meteo masum eno no aboy.
Who tie epa da ben 98.9.
Gabi Ochre da kon.
Me say mamen komani. Unim.
God.
They don't.
Haruna.
Before me ba the tariff increase so mamen cancer sem wetu.
Okay.
Who say me shamra.
I know.
Now as a law student, you can find out from any student or faculty of law. We don't pay like the other student.
Mm-hmm. You don't?
We don't pay like the other student.
Mm-hmm.
Fees a law student in the various faculties across the country are different from the fees of other courses no mutia or other programs no mutia. Barely a month ago, and a General Legal Counsel, any directive, everybody say, prior to the coming September exams, I seniors in the Kwakochirono. We a law student, I was say, Obe sign undertaking. Now, undertaking of Obe sign on your woman includes one, if you failure, you can't question why you were failed. Won't me request for a transcript? Won't me request for a marking scheme? Among other things. Done. Before I back to a little bit of it, I mean, take you our T4 back to that memory lane.
Oh, but that's not why we are here.
That's why we are here.
You drag the show.
No, I won't drag. I am saying that
it's a case
with your kind permission. With your kind,
you can't even go with the petition.
They don't.
Radio airtime.
They don't.
And to mean just our conversation.
No, and in fact, just a minute.
When I call law school, and I was
you see, it is an issue about the youth of this country.
Yeah.
And the future of this country.
So why is not Nooks taking charge of such an issue?
If they will, fine. Mm-hmm. But I want to state it here
happy
as a young man, as a student of
law. So don't take us back, but tell us the happenings now.
Very well.
Good, yeah.
When you said 2019, because sorry, Wednesday, 25th September 2019, only 128 students in a Ghana law school a pass out of 1,820.
Your mature exams.
A lead to a protest.
I remember.
Students in the call, flat staff house, someone submitted petitioner. Yeah, the water corners, they share. Now, so free on the 2020, 5th October, Monday, 2022, from 128 2019, no, they call 1,045 out of 2,763 exams. No. And they passed this number because President Mahama launched a manifesto on the 5th September and promised to do a legal reforms. And no, General Legal Counsel, that's a Ghana Law School, and they are going that changes simply because President Mahama reforms that were there, but a twashumu that he's likely to win the 2020 elections. And I'm going that reforms. You know, you got to a banner 2021 as a this year. 499 students were failed arbitrarily. Now, the chairman soon cried and said, Mr. Achampong Boateng, right? That's the name? Or yeah, the present president of Ghana Bar Association and the member of General Legal Counsel. So the fact that you want to be a lawyer doesn't mean you can become one. You see, under Article 25 of the Constitution, right to education, including legal education, is a right and your privilege. And I want to urge you're sitting some training and say, Kabeya, they should all boycott unanimously and abstain from signing this undertaking. Sounds like it's inimical. And I want to conclude by saying that every law student of this country, or the youth, if you want a better future for yourself, let us come together and kick this government out of office, because Akufo-Addo Abina Chese, particularly when it comes to access to law education in the country.
All right, Daniel.
Having said that,
Odenke Simen Kancho say, "Kawam hona munyina mumfa lanche matemra na munyina ne yusu mu adampo mu. Enti na ne de munyina mu medi ala na china mumfa ala ne mra." Odenke Haruna Muhammad na kasa no.
Alan ehwehwemi a beba.
Alan hwehwewa obeba. Hey,
they don't
ehwehwemi.
Samum.
Esa obi ahwehwemi.
Matia. Mate.
They don't.
Yeah, Haruna, you come to the tariffs and so good.
Yanka binshim. I feel I shall see right somewhere February, March. And electricity company of Ghana, any Ghana water company, ebe bo amane say tariffs are more general. They are going to increase it. I recall wafidi kasi yeso me na ya jantua ano ye former spokesperson, right? Emma Ghana Utility
PRC no.
PRC. And in Sakasalia, we sat here and discussed the same issue. And part of the reasons are more a table here for this increment was due to one, the exchange rate differentials. Far back in March, Sidna holding kwa na ekofom no. Ama nneoma omo import to ede ba the son nsuo so ma ye ni ye binom no. Efsoro na eko. Therefore, they are unable to meet their operational cost. And they will need a support from the public or the consumers in order to be able to keep themselves in production. When this conversation was going on, it was very eminent that probably by the end of the day or at the end of the day, there is going to be an increase in tariffs. What was the government reaction? Nothing. Quite apart from the exchange rate differential, some more kind, almost like Kabium say 2020 before the elections, government under President Kufuor, because Oman show free, bebo. Oman can hear free. Civil society organizations, the political parties, the general public, Ebusai. Oman Pine Kufuor no wabai. Are you truly giving the water and the light free, or what they might on credit for us to pay on the subsequent days to come? 1 year, no? But after the elections, when they finally bulldozed their way through, 2021 budget, abala kenoforia tayaria oja yarhe, ewo America. Mr. Chairman Sabonsu, the Honorable MP for Swami, could join a name every budget 2021. And roll it out. Taxes are banging the aba just to meet a debt created as a result of these freebies. President Mahama argued at the time and urged the government, look, and here freebies are watching the Ghana for here. What measures, economic measures, are you putting in place to ensure that Ghana economy will emerge stronger after the COVID? Because so the idea number free ne. Now watch now man sika se patete pansam. Now one man yen hyehyɛ abetimi aboa ne yina san pagye ye ho biom. Amfri san futuro yi mu. Na se ye kamu saa. Definitely freebies now wo dem no. It is only going to be a short term, but in the long run the final suffer no about the Ghanaian citizens. So government must really look into Nyoma Omoye. No. What did they say about the time? At the time, when social media or they say landguards, serial callers, and party communicators, including Minya Agyenim, they ran President Mahama down. Where are we today? Back to square one. A binding man that increment or the new taxes by COVID-19 recovery levy, Bola tax, debit tax or the buyer, including existing taxes or increasing in now, somewhere 300%, somewhere 280%, and others. No, those monies did not go to the utility companies. Can you no what transfer? As a result of that, we've been compelled to pay more at this time. We want to hold some. So what can you about my anymore? I buy and say Ukraine and Russia. They don't. Ukraine and Russia can never be the truth. And I want to urge the NPP. They should begin to respect their Ghana for at least. Yeah, two about Moji to me free and some. They should give us a modicum of respect. Give a respect to the Ghanaian. Na ahoma so de hantan no omo be na sikakra ya tiabre Now, Russia, Ukraine, they should find something new to tell us. Why? Sieka adia abua buying way pa. Apart from 500 billion Ghana cedis in revenues, apart from over 400 billion in borrowings, Bosia Omabo, I ended up almost 957 billion Ghana cedis. Our 1 year as revenues are raised our crew about Munsem for the past 6 years. No, COVID-19 was a blessing to Ghana and not the case. Because COVID-19 opened the floodgate for a bank to go to IMF. President Mahama call IMF when we score here. Only 940 billion. Only 300 billion. Sorry, 940 million. $300 million in 2016. The remaining 2 tranches now up to 490 million Ghana US dollars came under President Akufo-Addo. Therefore, President Mahama call IMF from Wanya home for so Mampini Akufo-Addo. And what President Mahama Eja Mampini Akufo-Addo 2 additional oil wells in addition to Jubilee Fields. Never yet 3. Plus Ghana Gas Company, a trouble gas, and also see or the same that gas on the Jardino. I know SCV are buying over 550 million US dollars per annum. As I Sikano, you find crude oil and by power your plant Okruma. In effect, we solved doom so before we left office. And the guy be watching Akoeka say, and Taris and he's impressed about the action of the Ghanaian. Why would he impress? Nanka one wabushoni o mampene Akufo se gabi oche na ko no mkoti PDS ko wi Ghana fo sika no mampene Akufo dumi nche omo yiska mo man no na ko show omo to a who to be impressed
omo ko wi
of course
no but
omo ba no PDS
no
sika ba no be share PDS
no but say omo to me ga so omo ko wi abra
no can say
yeah I mean
you charge say
yeah charge omo to
okay fine sika so no be share PDS omo be share
so you can say it's an allegation but say on the
allegation sika ben omo be share Sikaba no be shame. You moji film no motu ya Ghana. Omo the PDS company mo for just one person am be share Ghana this company mu. Omo sika over 1 year, almost 1 year. Emma sector minister Amewuden came and tell us that it was fraud. Okay? Omo mpeni be de chelaje Muhammadu Bawumia. I could report actually say the condition precedent or changing to condition subsequent. No, Nenke also the bank guarantee ebano or the insurance guarantee in the buy. That insurance guarantee was defective. On my bench no be Sebiu in some way if not Ghana. And I'm Mampini Akufo-Addo.
Wrap up in 3 minutes.
You get that? And the bush of 4 years say chum.
Do you believe say time we no
and why they at home. And now here we are. Galam say Omode say you. So Ghana Water Company the next government the true state of Ghana under Mampini Akufo-Addo. How they have destroyed this country and to the extent by which they have bring this country down. So we fundamentals of President Mahama Jaho, IMF, Economic Intelligence Unit, World Bank, AGI, African Development Bank, and all the multinational corporations predicted say Ghanaian economy was going to grow from 7% upwards in 2017. Now all of a sudden, economy, all global agencies I agree say grew by 7%. No, within less than 6 months of COVID, that economy have come to the grounds, and you still have become a junk currency in the world. And you when you don't. So rating agencies are costing annual. And me see from cry. And Ellen Dako, our co-contest for women organizer.
They could.
What about some of cars? They could write. What about some of Kai? Well, say we should expect more negative ratings from the rating agencies. Why? Because Ghanaian economy have dissipated.
NPP
it has collapsed. And to hear say nay, you increase water and light more. Meaning fear me team they don't. Meaning not fear. Fear me tell you weekends. Me tell you, me could do fear be another 1 or 2. By find myself with fear. Can you back open them use apart Bob back apart from me phone me charge as me hear TV me masa na me to da he
oh shit there be a shop
ahia na meto so ye to me madam for back on the TV you don't ye to can you 100 Ghana cedis and do 2 weeks ade if you
yes so na me cry me consumption you're saying
you don't
yeah okay so 200 Ghana cedis and no 2 weeks
only the TV ana
Pacho Debbie, but a consumption party me a work idea.
1 year the TV.
Because a consumption party me a work pa.
1 year to go back. 1 year the TV wana.
100 Ghana prepaid should take more than 6 weeks.
1 year the TV wana.
Me say a consumption party in the work ya.
A time
100 Ghana prepaid should last you more than 6 weeks.
1 year the TV wana. Me 200 Ghana cedis and do 1 month.
Can you about Bob ba ko pen so?
Bob ba ko.
Eja de mo nso kan ya.
Yen so hwe.
Epiom kan ya.
Me so hwe. I am telling you.
Corridor can
you.
Washroom can you.
Men one saw me fear. That's what I mean.
Me that say.
Men one saw me fear.
Matia.
Adla or say Greek or say give her cry and pour Agyenim or go omo kan ya boy say. That is it. So Ghanaians are suffering.
Me that say Haruna Amaliba.
Almost COVID.
Mami Tomra.
Mami ko mami we kura.
Sabio.
Nipa ne chia pai no. Obi ne pama no. And komanya COVID mo na mo si o. E dey ahochira ba no. Ye so te mo mbufu asene ne empia enkohwe wuo.
Me that say.
Obi ne kufo da killing us.
Me that say.
Me
that say. Thank you.
The government
design. You've done 15 minutes. Agyenim amomu wakra. I mean, yenye same mfama no na ono sunya time to explain the issue. So now tariffs and water up. Means you Agyenim.
Yeah, minya me da se pa ne issues we are what pick up say.
What here who da ben? What happy 98.9.
Each and every Ghana ni bia. We are responsible Ghanaian kwa wonder street kwa so. Even the other street kwa so cannot benefit from Kenya. Electricity. Anamebwa.
No correct.
Me no kasai. I'm a user. Questions are now besame nua Amaliba. Corridor light meso. Me toilet facility ofie ho no. Me ensa ubia so ne de. Ho meso. Nkoda me no ntifia ade chi a omuko school. Week no. Se week ne endia esinta ade a yeto. Obeso iron. And it is believed say iron a train electricity power. And they onuma use kettles.
Yeah.
And they deep fryers. A consumer
microwave.
Or familiar. You cannot avoid the use of all these. Because a crown befina or ya dianisi when a war officer. A dian also hiti. And you have no coastal still now wakoshi. But virtually will be used microwave. And I'm a boy. Niamana so I will tell you. Midweek, Wednesday, na uniform sa nkulane share no. Mienu mi ensa yifi. Thursday, Friday now omudi be week no. Some parent might have to wash
and iron again. Oh yeah, washing now you should washing machine. It's a different ball game. I hope you are listening carefully. I'm with you.
When in the society, don't here. If you don't have these things, you will not be effective in your office here. What I say? Na ebwa ema brabono eye easy, but at the same time difficult. So what I say? Nothing easy comes out easily.
Of course, yeah.
Nothing good comes out easily. And you know, electricity, idea, here on my beer and chichire. Oba dear body will be aseno. Obosun and obo and high. I didn't know bo high. So when say sumuba, don't you know one tea yankupo amo anye koko ba kokra. Wakwa ne jina honi na ye Ghana ni African.
Typical.
And God so good. Why nye those people now, they want to change their color to become something else.
No.
Me color I'm
black and proud.
I even pray. But me I'm said Daniel Coco. Me I'm said I should.
No, you are black and proud.
I'm black or I'm chocolate color So what I say, sumuni beduru ya ujina chira ye hu nti ye bon kania se kania mra semra na se sento ha na ya befu abrofu a na wo ho kanetete e fa so di develop nkania se sumba ye be so nkania na aboyan so am yetimi develop because adwuma me no ti ha ye no with that nkania no call na wo tifie no onti these discussions and I'm person with me afre actually na dwen ana meboa don again ya in the days of 2009 2010 2012
What year a Pahua Ben was happy 98.9.
Yes, you know, a day see ye call word war. And Ghana phone you know, Menya Junior Musa NDC for pa be seen nesse. Omun chair at the property. A see ya. A ma ye could do some. I drew baby no, a do me cry. Don't you are what's not to it, say. I think in Kumasi one of your shoes. O console and I'm friend saying.
Yeah, console.
I'm blasting.
Blow, yeah.
Blow, yeah. Now me know the studio. Cost of it, you know. I buy the better now.
Debbie.
Now again, they see some no. Or do a minor, a course I who here no. We are seeing Coco, Ghana near Koye, Ghana ha, na Kunsi ha. Na a wiabo, na ensure talk. Ba samre no ye kasa no ye nya enipa bi ekose enipa bi eti asofo bi kura ti ko bompa ye wa akosombo se ye ko bompa ye se bi ya nyankopon beto nsu agu akosombo mu wa akosombo anya nsu di atene tebans ni ade na ye no kre nim dia na wo fem e na abro ni se bayo nipa ne
asofo no mpa bon de na ekofo apen so
no NDC time
NDC for the asofo call
oh my brother
see enko bompa
my brother Kufo buy and ye be inherited situation, you know.
All right.
And our refi. You are kufo ban in that situation, and that ho. And ye be free ho. Your first 3 months, done. No cry ye ba kufa. You can go back to history, no cross check it. The first 3 months, no, and doom so no. Esa fe ye no certain areas, and finally ye free ho cry. Yera Mahama Penso no. I've asked questions there. Then see here what the whole world. See here, Ghana ha. Then see what Africa dear could do so. So BBN see there. Don't na dear party na de esum dru Ghana. Is it mismanagement? Yera Napo. Me bo na baso ewa aban we mu. Reason being that Abembia ni swadi hunu no. Don ejina nipa onu omu bu oman ne Ghana fo nyina ene ehwese bema aniswadi hunu na yeden abamu. Enya aban na ode aniswadi hunu na aba beto ho no. Oti ya mecho na se. Yeru akufado eba no. O se mema Ghana fo nyina ma ko school free SHS free anamebwa. Yeru akufado na na betena office. Eno ode measures egu akwam ena Ghana fo nyina ko school free o appointee nipadua bi se tena se na hwe se sa mi trimu pogwe no susue we na be den ebebam samre na ye di susue bae nye nru na po na ye education minister ena o hwe ma Ghana fo ma nyina ko school free.
What year a Pahua Ben was happy 98.9.
Because na enkani asem no yentimi pen po masibre yie. I'm trying to draw a case. I'm coming to that. If the need be a Kojoba ready. So no your finance background.
Debbie, and so for Juma, my boy Juma.
You run up. Echo energy sector hono. Samre no Ghana for months yansia so say dunso na sia bawo. Okọ ye no ana ode kasa bi ba say enye dunso eye dum ye den esi. Ene kania no don unya bia na unya bi.
Esi so da bia.
Na obi frɛ o radio so ka say Ghana for kasa basa. Man na anya adwen.
Esi so da bia.
Eye arefie and the wo yan 98.9. Reason being that yen tan kan yen tan kan babroni ti ho do di be bitu ni say time na wo de ti WhatsApp so no ono afa book no okan na wa refreshing again say elsewhere 2009 2010 Ghanaians ni ye dasum na onya kania na kofo aduane e say ye o ade ref nyo studio no obi frɛ say Yera Mahama na duane o ye say fridge mu nyina no wa ma na be yini nyina to agu ama minister sumu trufo
nti sa enema we nyina no justify and increase
ya abai no. That is why I'm drawing the line for Ghana ni bia ntia say
no
Yera Mahama penso na nkania ni enya bie no Yera Mahama penso auto electricity mu more than 6 times in 4 years. If you know, you tunkania musa and preba kuba kunsia. Don, is it true or false? Do you remember? Demonstration be Kumasi. Is it Yabre or that during the time? I'm rewinding Kokrafu, sorry, baby. Pay realistic prices and I'll give you realistic energy.
Yeah.
That's not catching
realistic tariffs, you know.
Samra na kanya ni enya bi. But say today NPP eba ye 4 years nyina no yatum mprensa. Enkanya nso se gina so ani. Don kasa tenten hoi antoponko.
No.
Sa 2 case narrow way dia he ne yepe. Don enti se sia ye se tua 1 million. Assuming say we dey sit to 1 million now on Kenya nyina so da bia nanya kwan betena eye wadwuma ene say ye be ka chew say to 1 million now so Kenya no unya bie ade a unya enyusu no utu ahoka ye musa ye ho na kana fo yen kaka ya adwene kakra me de dem susu say wo se ehwe no ye abuse so don e wo both electricity and water no more. So what I say, there are certain companies be Ghana. Maybe they to me no me feel say your mom build on all plants. Near you are free national grade and so. And I only mean again. Because Oko Abrochira, don't most companies no on kasa generators, basic generators. On could one kasa planter, on the power of own energy. Because company beer, na your supply no electricity na the consumption no. Say you beer. Ebesi timamuni ordinary Ghanaian no.
Yeah.
It's set companies no one. You can say obian building your own plant. Because electricity now quite training no cry now on say na abai nya sika fan to fan go any gas or the power electricity when John Dramani Mahama was in government. That is the general truth.
98.9.
So me talk to Amaliba na tie on kan tie. And NDC mo fed John Dramani Mahama no che e sa dum so ne bae. Ne ye nya sika fan to petrol and I say gas na the power electricity
na na ebenya sika de atua ebo ntumu na
but enei no abai no efa kwa bia so in the midst of increase in world market prices yen kwaya the fee say as ye isolate yen ka wiase no me na omo ti obi to no the dollar no ye what do you call it analysis ya fiti ye ne. Are we looking for an alternative solution? or we keep on coming here from Adam. I mean, we started here show NPP NDC, but now no matter we are talking about inflation. Yahweh. What are we doing?
No determine.
Why? What
the prices of
what
goods?
What are you and I doing?
Our living standards.
I bet me I'm saying bravo.
And then contributing factor now.
We as Ghanaians,
the economic challenges,
we as Ghanaians,
citizens,
no,
from Swaya,
no, Mameka Sevencho, said the piano, Yabatoye, see the pounds, and dollars, now what they free titi, and your pet.
But at a point,
me
drew the same.
I'm coming. Yet now Ghana,
one CD, $1.
Yet now Ghana had a Brunide pounds, telling. Eka se me pounds ni de e ko man bia so a e ka o man kro na o ko so ni sika na ye den e hye anya sanity e and na me stand rate fi say cedi ni dollar no enya US fo nkwa na di dollar no na land fo nkwa na di pounds no se de o mu di o mu no ma ba dwaman so wo ha beton no yesu edi bi kokoje dollar no o ti ase entino vice versa. Yai na wasi atutu ya niyama ye as citizens of Ghana.
Mate.
Make a citizen of Ghana. You are Kufuado. Or you're citizen of Ghana. Anamebwa. Don't nanu ye.
Now do I know see am?
Oh, me time de.
You also.
Nanu ye. Nanu ye. Mumfi de nyina so biasi na aduane boa ye ne anamebwa.
Still aduane boa.
Don't. Happy 98.9.
You know if you asante. Unim asante achimagogo.
Unim
kumawu. Unim sa chafran place. Echina me ko afran place.
Yeah.
Se hawa je live. Na me no me no nyina me fa nko freely. Me ma obibia wuhia. Am akọ witness ade na wasen aba back ni abeye program.
Omo market day no.
Market day no. But there one sack. But there drone na wecha ni nyina.
Yeah.
Oto no sen wo drobon so. Oto no sen wo agogo. Oto no sen kumawu. Obeton no sen e wa sankare. But somebody now, on the sack 50 CDs free as Ankare. I'm not taking you to deeper. On the 50 CDs, into deeper, no better to be at 30 CDs. No, a faka bedroom crier. Somebody no better 200 CDs.
Yeah,
and now 150 CDs. Inflation bend between as Ankare to Ankare. No, okay, yeah. A man when that exorbitant
transport inflation.
Transport is inflation. And to me, pacho one person nipa now. Or transport to move from Asankari to Nkrano. Kai say.
No, but do you know the load or the name?
No.
They charge. Mammy, I tell you, me did need drive. I'm glad. I'm saying, oh, yeah, I'm a Jano crowd from me. I heard me drew just one and me did Jano. Was he just one young Koo?
Tie, my pay argument in the pa. The load.
Yeah, the load.
Do you know?
Said, do you know who duty?
Do you know, Tie? Do you know? Say, body about Kubiano. Drivers ne charge pay a sack.
A drone
a drone
okay
charge pesa
is it drobia ne metin ya wo
in other words you for bidie nya typical example bidie ya sack
yeah
bidie na ye tono wo afran place any other places you know at a cost of let's say 30 cedis per bag. I will drop on so I will cite drop on so as an example 30 cedis per bag. Uko jina wa transporter air transporter from 30 cedis no free Dobonsu to Kumasi no or charge per bag 5 cedis.
Into no crack is saying to
the crack said, you see ya between you and I. Yet ya bought Ubia Etriso no. Ye also soon ya hono. Be 30 cedis. Transport edge 5 cedis. Ebedru Kumasi 100 cedis.
Me da say Agyenim Boateng na Boateng in Kano. Adwasafo
me ka Galahwasem. Say and also Mansio Eboa Kosro. Don. And your NDC for Korea and in the fight against Galamsey. On one central elsewhere 2020. Echo rounds are videos and footages by all over say. Go for a year resist you almost more munye Galamsey no. Also resisting for their right. And you to Ghana court at office near their day. I can say Ghana for resist sa Embrano. No one thing munye Galamsey. And then this is for the guy.
Agyenim made us say, "Me come I answer in China president. Revoke a year the appointment of Adjoasaf when unusual of ministers yeje position no efri this lady has been bold to give a response to His Excellency the President. Now, here goes a response. The President, Office of the President, Jubilee House, Accra. Dear Sir, revocation of Honorable Sarah Adwoa-Safo's appointment. I acknowledge your letter dated 28 July 2022 and would like to express my gratitude for the opportunity to serve as Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. On Friday, 29 July 2022, I handed over all official access to the administrator of the ministry. It is with profound gratitude that I express utmost appreciation to you for the opportunity to serve as minister in both terms of your government. It was an honor to serve at this all-important ministry, albeit for a short time. During the period, put in place enough mechanisms to ensure a harmonious society where the survival and development of women, children, and persons with disabilities, as well as other vulnerable persons in our society, can be guaranteed in line with your vision to transform the social protection framework into a robust and more responsive one. I am exceedingly grateful for your understanding, compassion, and unending devotion thought out throughout this past year, especially during a very difficult period for me, where I have had to be away from office. Your kind support has been very much welcome, and for that, I remain eternally grateful. Cognizant of my duties to the 75,000 constituents who elected me, this development is opportune and will afford me more time to concentrate on my parliamentary responsibilities and constituency engagements, as well as consolidate the gains we have made as a government at the constituency level in our quest to break the eights. Many thanks, yours faithfully, Honorable Sarah Adwoa-Safo, NP, Mrs. Na ni signature fe papa. Na wonim de eba e wo party nim se constituency wo kro mu nyomba woni kunsa na wo se na die ye na free ni dibre so afo no e ma na kwanya so obetumi asom ne constituency ni yie pa na no de ne die na ni hwe ha nti nei no wo san akoni nchi no aye ne papa mu a Adwoa-Safo a response or the abandon. Gentlemen, we have about 13 minutes. We can split about 6 minutes each on the rest of the issues. Adwoa-Safo issue is trending. Special prosecutors will begin investigations into the Airbus saga no Mahama in question, and also is trending. And a bit of a rebuttal, if any, on the tariffs in Amaliba, your 6 minutes starts now. Good. Haruna. One some now can fight tariffs on. Obi say, Haruna, why? I live in a 3-bedroom apartment with a kettle, fridge, outside big bulbs, 3, hall lights, bedroom light, iron, 2 TVs, home theater, no air condition, 5 ceiling fans. I buy 140 Ghana cedis prepaid for 2 good months. Or say, read this to Amaliba.
That's someone. Obi Senior Agyenim.
Yeah.
Unusual of him and so
what here surprised. 98.9.
Yes. We're creating a misleading impression and factual inaccuracies here.
Which is
good. Mikuta report we were and a team can Google it.
Report Ben.
Pastors pray on Akosombo Lake. Mikuta in 2017, a group of Ghanaian pastors impressed by President Kufuor's hope that God will not allow the Akosombo Dam to hang, met to pray for the rains when Ghana faced a similar crisis. Pray for rains to end crisis. Energy Minister tell Ghanaians, where a graphic online, the report are here. Now, they don't. You're bad in Kenya on someone. The crisis did not start at President Muhammad time. The tradition, they had the cause. Because by the time of President Nkrumah, the focus was to build the Bui Dam. By 24th of February 1966, you took Nkrumah by engineers at site. Who led it? Dankwa Busia element overthrew Nkrumah government in support by the CIA. What happened to that project? It was left, remember? It was left there. From 1966 all the way to the year 2005. And the former President Kufuor government decided, yes, sir, let us begin to look at the wisdom of Nkrumah and bring Bui on mainstream. By then, now Rollins are buying adding kind faces similar problem far back in 1984. And the Kofa Abuaze thermal plant by for the first time in history, thermal plant production of energy started by on stream. Kufuor so buy no Obesani bi at Ugly phase 1 and add and T3 or so. And now also the West African gas pipeline project because you say due to the increasing demand of power and given the high-rise buildings in the capital of Accra and other parts of the country, we can no longer rely on Akosombo as a hydro source of power to generate the sufficient need I hear as on mine when it comes to energy demand. That was why President Kufuor signed the West African gas pipeline project because near starting to oil Krumah. And the NDC bar bem in the year 2010, NDC bar bem we started Jubilee Fields. But in 2011, 12, 13, 14 and started by that problem. President Mahama government realized that we can no longer rely on the West African gas pipeline to get the energy need that we want. And until you build the Yankasankasi plant and until you see a trouble gas project, 1 billion project. When was the last time Agyenim or Sumano Yere and Yere Suman said, Mura, gas na sa ofie, different gas about
98.9.
It is because of the investment President Mahama did. Who can do so? And until President Mahama can say same way or say, I want that September 9, 2016. I will not manage the fact that they do so. I will save it. In fact, City Ghana Web channel right. I was saying, I won't blame anyone for doing so. I will fix it, President Mahama. So before Mahama left office, he fixed the Doomsor crisis. President Mahama ended it. And I am submitting to you here that President Mahama ended it by building a trouble gas.
All right, so finally.
And they import crude oil man power plant. In addition to that, he provided the back support and the ESLA or the buyer. He had the end energy sector debt new year. Mampene kufa do ba de ko sia wa aje bosia no unim krobia e bo dia ne apagya yemu we asante hine nu asem. My electrical appliances have been destroyed by Doomsor Otumfo 8 months ago. 8 months ago they exactly why because mampene kufa do abandon Doomsor ba santimemu a
enkran ho na wakọ no mankane ani nyina so na nanu ikura me nkwan
fine me nyoma ida sai. As I think complain about it, and I'm paying for the regime, and we are telling here saying that you are sitting here telling us almost.
Me that say. I want to ask for a response to His Excellency in saying.
I just have for. I said me when you go pull a body trade and all kind of new ones. Now, I'm paying for the while wasting the public purse, contrary to the promise to keep the public purse. Captain Smart cross all the public purse and you Chibiaira and man crime you minim say no credit.
All right, Mamintio, Agyenim. No, but your time is up. Our time now soon. Oh, as soon as no, there be Nyabuche. Your time is up. Mamin kwa Agyenim ho. Time now soon, Mr. Agyenim Boateng.
Me done. Me did say, you know about Adjwasafu issue no. Yeah, Akubiano. From Subia, Abba, Bia, now, we are not looking at that. At the end of the day, say letter and acceptance.
Yeah.
Letter, right? What year Wanda Ben were happy 98.9.
Mameno, by way of respecting the first gentleman of the land. So what I say, and I think it's
you feel say it's in order.
It's in order.
Oh, okay. So I can say. Yeah, you know, few crab man the crime net masum the constituency, you know.
Of course, you say a additional responsibility. So what I say.
Do you NPP near some ministry appointment? A
additional responsibility.
A burden, and
it should be very effective by way of making sure.
I see a demand one complaint, no enemy, you know.
Oh yeah, but abai government president the amount.
Men so lady ne so.
Me ba cho.
Men so lady ne.
Anya say men so no so. Don. Me no ti here. You and I, you opportunity be I say you share Adwoasafo one-on-one.
No, but so she's made her position known.
I'm coming.
About child custody,
I'm coming. I mean, no, mame end me nya opportunity ni Adwoasafo ni komo NTA the side of the story. But I know, say, not most of the social media na ebano. Most of them ye videos are old videos and an anchor for imported deba. All said and done. The Juma dia de man no me who say atosini because wa acted of which I blame her. Said the all can me metana na so. Because ye the Ghana for Esika and the etua ka say render a service.
Yeah.
On to me as immediate as I no aka ababonting. What I say. But I also respect her. Say, ye jini juma die feelings ano. Wa responde achirem de moving forward from here no. Obeyo. So obe making sure so obe juma on the constituency. It is also in order. So what I say. And I don't think say we and someone the veteran is any abasa. Nemo me refer me near Amaliba or Adeba Kon say. Abribia NDC for veterans on Casano. I know Monkai who say they are the same people in AFRC. Don. Minu mi onu ye Rollins, JJ, do something before you die. And I want who be.
Sure.
The other time, I think I was in class 1 or 2. JJ, do something before you die. And then, right? Are they not the same people during the time of AFRC? Are they not the same people during the time of PNDC? No. PNDC, AFRC. They are the same people, including Amaliba sitting here on my right. What I say? That gave birth to NDC. The Anwasema woman say, sir, parties when ended with CCC, Triple C. Right? But Emra, Yura, Rawlings, any NDC, transfer power, hand over power to a new regime for the first time, which is Yura Kufuor administration. No. Not anything happy. 98. Tell me when you heard about Bui in elsewhere Rawlings administration. Who was in charge of it? Why they didn't tell one or that Buyano and all making sure that yeah rebel the Bui? It was Yura Kufuor Abai and a Kofa Bui say Rawlings are so much of rural electrification, sending energy, electricity to rural folks. And of course, na ehia say obi a otie kura bi ase so benya nkania. But in doing so no, na refi say Akosombo no do not have the capacity to extend those energy no. Edru baby, so petty as they are, or say mobile phone charges. Those are the argument. Mobile phone charges are adosun o manyimu no and na creative do so.
Agyenim Boateng Daniel, thank you very much. A member of the NPP of Rikwabre East, or no by Haruna Amaliba Kinsley, it's with the NDC. Also, thanks to our team, Sifada Kwa, Isaac Adair, Thomas Samoa. Yeah, from the Dawn, Kwabna Pra. Coming up, the 1-2 sports. Now, Asamwejan, yes, on says, no, baby, a Ghana, yedru. As a Bema baby, no, Mamma, Yenina. Baby, I'll do a minor Druno. Yes, sir. Kakreya, why? Ben ye, mamma from Faun Konafi and Concoyeni or Wunya Rujamila. 1-2 sports up next with Offa Udia Sempa Kwame Owari. Nyami Adumech na Ibishia. Have a good evening.
Ga, afio, afi, homo.